Meet the Browns, released in 2008 and directed by Tyler Perry, is a comedy drama romance film that explores themes of family, identity, forgiveness, and healing. Starring Angela Bassett as Sharon Brown, the film follows the journey of a single mother who travels with her children to Georgia for the funeral of her estranged father, a man she never met. Upon arrival, Sharon and her family are introduced to the eccentric, humorous, and emotionally complex members of the Brown family, whose unconventional dynamics contrast sharply with Sharon's more reserved personality. This report provides a detailed analysis and summary of the film, covering its narrative arc, character development, thematic elements, cultural context, and the impact it had on audiences at the time of its release. The summary is structured to reflect both storytelling progression and analytical insight, offering a comprehensive overview of the film from a reporting perspective. Plot summary. The film opens with Sharon Brown, Angela Bassett, a hardworking single mother living in Chicago. She works 2 jobs to support her teenage daughter Sydney, Taraji P. Henson, and younger son Darnell, Malik Yoba. Despite her efforts, life has not been easy for Sharon. Her husband passed away years ago, and she was raised without knowing her biological father. When she receives news that her father, Walter Patterson, has died, she decides to travel to rural Georgia with her children to attend the funeral and finally meet the side of the family she never knew existed. Upon arriving in Georgia, Sharon and her children are greeted by an entirely different world. They are taken in by Walter's widow, Brenda Patterson, Cicely Tyson, and the rest of the extended Brown family, who live together in a large, chaotic household filled with music, laughter, and drama. Among them are Brenda's sons, Charlie, David Mann, and Herman, Sean Harrison, who run a struggling junkyard business, Charlie's wife, Wanda, Tamala Mann, and their young son, Michael. At first, Sharon feels out of place among the loud and boisterous personalities of her newfound relatives. However, over time, she begins to warm up to them, especially after learning about the hardships they faced while growing up under Walter's often absent and irresponsible behavior. Through conversations with Brenda and others, Sharon discovers that her father was a flawed man, unfaithful, financially irresponsible, and emotionally distant, but also someone capable of love and redemption in his final days. As the week progresses, Sharon's children also experience personal growth. Sydney, who is dealing with issues of self-worth and identity, finds a sense of belonging through her interactions with the family, particularly with Herman and Wanda. Darnell, initially skeptical of the trip, forms a bond with Michael and becomes more comfortable in this new environment. Romantic subplots develop throughout the film. Sharon reconnects with Wayne, Dule Hill, an old flame who now lives in Georgia and runs a community center. Their rekindled relationship adds emotional depth to Sharon's journey as she grapples with past regrets and the possibility of a new beginning. Meanwhile, Sydney develops feelings for a local boy named Marcus Brian White, who helps her see herself in a new light. Throughout the film, humor and heartache intertwine as the characters confront family secrets, unresolved conflicts, and personal insecurities. The climax centers around the reading of Walter's will, where long-held tensions come to a head. Ultimately, the film concludes with a message of reconciliation, acceptance, and the importance of family bonds, regardless of how imperfect or complicated they may be. Character analysis. Sharon Brown, Angela Bassett. Sharon serves as the emotional core of the film. Her journey from a guarded, independent woman to someone open to healing and connection drives the narrative forward. As a single mother, she embodies resilience and sacrifice, yet her vulnerability is evident when she confronts the absence of her father and the emotional void it left behind. Bassett delivers a nuanced performance, balancing strength and sensitivity. Sharon's transformation is subtle but powerful. She learns not only to forgive her father, but also to accept herself and the family she once rejected. Her evolving relationship with Wayne offers a subplot that highlights themes of second chances and emotional growth. Sydney Brown, Taraji P. Henson. Sydney represents the younger generation caught between adolescence and adulthood. She struggles with self-esteem and the pressure to succeed academically, compounded by the loss of her father figure. In Georgia, she finds unexpected mentors and friends in the form of Herman, Wanda, and Marcus. These relationships help her build confidence and redefine her understanding of family and love. Henson brings warmth and authenticity to the role, making Sydney relatable to viewers navigating similar life transitions. Her emotional arc mirrors her mother's, reinforcing the film's generational theme of healing and self-discovery. Walter Patterson, posthumous character. Though he does not appear alive in the film, Walter's presence looms over every scene. His death sets the story in motion, and his legacy is revealed through flashbacks and stories shared by Brenda and the family. Walter is portrayed as a deeply flawed individual. His infidelity, financial irresponsibility, and emotional neglect caused pain, but his final years show signs of repentance and effort to make amends. His character serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of selfishness and the power of redemption. His attempts to reconcile with his family before his death underscore the film's central message. No one is beyond forgiveness. Brenda Patterson, Cicely Tyson. Brenda is the matriarch of the Brown family and a symbol of endurance and grace. Having endured decades of hardship due to Walter's failures, she remains strong and loving. Tyson's portrayal is understated yet powerful, capturing the quiet dignity of a woman who has weathered life's storms with faith and resilience. Her interactions with Sharon reveal layers of pain and wisdom. She encourages Sharon to understand her father rather than judge him, teaching her that people are often more complex than they seem. Charlie and Herman Brown. David Mann and Sean Harrison. Charlie and Herman provide much of the film's comedic relief. Their antics, such as running a failing junkyard and trying to impress a wealthy investor, add lighthearted moments amid heavier emotional scenes. However, beneath the jokes lie deeper issues. Charlie struggles with insecurity and financial stress, while Herman battles loneliness and low self-esteem. Their dynamic with Wanda and Michael adds warmth and familial stability to the film. Over time, they become important figures in Sharon and Sydney's lives, showing that family can be found in unexpected places. Wayne and Marcus. Dule Hill and Brian White. Wayne represents a second chance for Sharon, offering her the possibility of love and companionship after years of isolation. His calm demeanor and genuine care for Sharon contrast with the chaos of the Brown family, providing balance to her emotional journey. Marcus plays a supportive role in Sydney's development. His kindness and encouragement help her overcome self-doubt, symbolizing the positive influence of healthy relationships on young people. Themes explored. Family reconciliation. One of the most prominent themes in Meet the Browns is the idea of reconciling with family, even when past hurts are deep. Sharon's journey is essentially about coming to terms with her father's shortcomings and choosing to forgive rather than hold onto resentment. The film suggests that understanding and empathy can bridge even the widest generational and emotional gaps. Identity and belonging. Both Sharon and Sydney struggle with questions of identity. Sharon, having grown up without a father, feels incomplete. Meeting her extended family gives her a sense of roots and belonging. Similarly, Sydney's experiences in Georgia help her connect with her heritage and redefine her place in the world. Healing through forgiveness. Forgiveness is a recurring motif throughout the film. Characters must forgive Walter for his mistakes, Brenda for staying with him, and themselves for harboring anger and bitterness. The film portrays forgiveness not as forgetting, but as a path toward inner peace. Faith and resilience. Faith is subtly woven into the fabric of the film, particularly through Brenda's character and the gospel music featured in several scenes. The characters rely on their faith to endure hardships, find strength, and move forward with hope. Humor as a coping mechanism. The film uses humor not just for entertainment but as a tool for coping with pain. The Brown family's lively personalities and exaggerated behaviors serve as a way to lighten heavy emotions and create a sense of normalcy in difficult times. Cultural context and representation. Meet the Browns is part of Tyler Perry's broader body of work, which often focuses on African American family dynamics, spirituality, and social issues. The film reflects aspects of Southern Black culture, including church traditions, gospel music, and extended family structures. It also touches on socioeconomic challenges faced by many African American families, such as poverty, single parenthood, and limited access to opportunities. Perry's films have been criticized by some critics for relying on stereotypes or melodrama, but they remain popular among audiences for their emotional resonance and relatability. Meet the Browns continues this tradition, offering a mix of humor and heartfelt storytelling that appeals to a wide demographic. The casting of veteran actors like Cicely Tyson and Angela Bassett lends credibility and gravitas to the film, while newer faces like Taraji P. Henson and Dule Hill bring freshness and modernity. This blend of generations contributes to the film's broad appeal. Critical reception and audience response. Upon its release in June 2008, Meet the Browns received mixed reviews from critics. Some praised its emotional honesty and strong performances, particularly those of Cicely Tyson and Angela Bassett. Others criticized the film for being overly sentimental, predictable, or reliant on cliches. However, despite lukewarm critical reception, the film was a commercial success, grossing over $63 million worldwide against a modest budget of $20 million. Audiences responded positively to its familiar themes, recognizable characters, and Tyler Perry's signature storytelling style. Many viewers appreciated the film's focus on family and faith, finding comfort in its messages of forgiveness and unity. The soundtrack, featuring gospel and R&B music, also contributed to the film's popularity, resonating with fans of Perry's previous works. Conclusion. Meet the Browns is a heartfelt exploration of family, forgiveness, and the search for identity. Through the journey of Sharon Brown and her children, the film illustrates the complexities of familial relationships and the transformative power of love and understanding. While it leans heavily on humor and sentimentality, the film ultimately delivers a sincere and uplifting message about the importance of embracing one's roots and accepting loved ones for who they are. Tyler Perry's direction ensures that the film maintains a balance between comedy and drama, offering both entertainment and emotional depth. With strong performances from its ensemble cast and a culturally resonant storyline, Meet the Browns stands as another chapter in Perry's cinematic universe, one that continues to speak to audiences seeking stories of hope, healing, and human connection. In summary, Meet the Browns is more than just a comedy drama. It is a testament to the enduring power of family, the necessity of forgiveness, and the beauty of second chances.